The second department is the food and beverage department. So we will need number of guests. As I mentioned, we will need to craft our business plan. So you need to start to make, to really use your brain to start like, how many guests do I want to have in a hotel? How many events I would like to have in a hotel? How big should be the events? For how much I'm going to sell those events? What kind of events? And then in that food and beverage department, we may also have different departments. So it means we have a venue, we have in-dining room revenue, so it means room service, we have a conference banqueting, we have a mini bar, or we have other department like food truck, for example. Then we have a beverage revenue. It's also through those kind of sub-departments. And then we have other revenue like, let's say, the cover charges, or maybe the functional room revenue, room rental, I mean. How much are we charging for rent of our congress hall? And you need to understand what will be the selling price, and we need to make sure that we understand what will be the cost. So let's go to the cost number one, is the cost of goods sold. We call it cost of sales, or cost of goods sold is by F&B. So what is the purchase price of my food and drinks, of my beverages? And simply, what is the purchase price of other services like audiovisual equipment? Imagine you do not have your AV in a hotel, you have to rent it from someone. So then you need to pay the price, and this is the cost of sales. Cost of goods sold is like direct expense. You cannot cook if you don't have the potatoes at home, I mean, in a hotel. So you have to first buy it, spend the money, and then you can make the money out of that. So it means I have my revenue. Inside my profit and loss statement, I'm getting minus cost of goods sold, and then minus salaries, my expenses for labor and related expenses, salaries, service charges. And it has the same structure as you have seen in rooms division. And then there are other expenses, like, whatever you need, the decoration, the flowers to be purchased, you have the ice, you have the equipment, you have the management fee, you have even the commission, you have the training fees, whatever needs to be done. So it's all operating expenses associated with food and beverage department. So it means we take the F&B revenue, cost of goods sold, minus salary expenses, minus other expenses, and I'm coming to my F&B departmental profit.